What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another reaction. Today we have one requested by Para. This is from Control, and this is Sankarin Tango. I think it's Sankarin. Sankarin? I have no clue. I know nothing about Control. I remember seeing like the trailer for it from E3 back in like 2018 or whatever it was, and I never saw anything really about the game ever again. So I don't even know what this game is about, even at like a rudimentary level, aside from I think she had like telekinetic powers or something like that, but that is the extent. It is so vague in my mind and my memory that I couldn't tell you. But that's also kind of nice because I really like hearing these songs from games I know nothing about. You know, something I have no prior context on is always a fun time for me. So I guess I'm going to hear what this world sounds like, and I guess without further ado, let's go! Oh wow. It's actually a tango. I don't know why I didn't expect a tango. It's in the name, literally.
Järveks luulin merta kerran, runon lausuin.
Bro's doing his thing.
Ysterin sen syövereissä vietti elämän. Alla synkän
beautiful vocals. Beautiful voice. Okay, so this is less of a world building song, I think. Unless it is. Interesting world to build, if so.
Kuin lupaus aina ois. Täs pelissä tää narri lyödään maahan aina.
Bro's going really nuts with those rolled R's.
Lepo suodaan jo takas kutsutaan.
This is so interesting to have no context on this game, and this be the first thing I get to hear.
Aika särkyy ikuisuuteen, laukaus kajahtaa. Ei
just beautiful in tonality. It's so smooth. His voice is so smooth. It's butter.
Niin monta kertaa kerrottu, tää tarina jo on. Sankarilla 1000 kasvoa, polku lohduton. Yksin sankar yön syvemmät.
Nice big swell in too. I have no clue what to make of this game right now. This is so interesting. It has been a while since I've been tonally confused. But this was so tonally confusing. Like, in the best way, because I don't know what the tone should be, but also it's like, how do I approach this? Is this something within the game? Is this a song from the soundtrack? Or is it a sound and a song from in-game as atmospheric tone? Because that would obviously change my perception of the game and what's in it. This is so wild. I'm going to approach this from both sides. I'm going to approach it as a song exclusively from the soundtrack, even if it does appear in game. I feel like it would be treated as something kind of like a pop artist in a game would be, where it's like, it's in the soundtrack, sure, but it doesn't have any like plot relevance. But then I'm also going to approach it from the plot relevance standpoint and act like it's a song within the game and within the world that's a tone setter for something, because I feel like both could be the case, and I really don't know which one to believe. So I'm going to start with just the soundtrack version of it. Basically, I feel like if this were played at any point, it would be like during a cutscene or during, and like that you could also count that as the second option too, of like, well, that would be plot relevance. And I don't know if I feel this is, purely because it's like, it feels like something that would appear exclusively in a cutscene and not be accessible elsewhere in the game. Like, it plays once, it's done, that's it. But it also feels like it has such significance that I find myself struggling to believe that, which is why I'm doing both sides here, because this sounds like something that could just show up in a cutscene, and it's like, whatever. But also, it sounds like something that could just straight up be like a credits song and literally appears nowhere else in the game at all, you know? Like, it only appears in the final credits. Once you win, they're scrolling, this plays, and it's supposed to harken back to something during the plot that you learned. And it's like, okay, cool, maybe that's what it is, you know? That's the one option, and that's the one with the least amount of potential, in my opinion, because while it could definitely be this, it could definitely be just the one-time thing, it really does feel like it has too much presence. It feels like it's too strong to just be there once. I feel like this has to be in the game somewhere, but I can't tell where thematically it would fit, because I don't know what the tone of the game is. Like, is this a song that you can pick up as like a collectible thing, like just a record laying on the floor? Like, I don't even know what time period this game takes place in, so I can't even give you that much. But like, is this a collectible thing? Is it something that just casually plays on the radio while you're walking by, like Fallout style? Like, is this something on a radio station? Like, is it in the game? Is it in the world? And again, the cutscene options there too. Is this something where like somebody's actually performing it at like the beginning of the game or something? It's part of the plot somewhere, and it does have some relevance, but then is just not used again because there's no need for it to be. Maybe it is used again in the credits. That's also an option. This is really difficult. Like, I try to figure out what songs are doing in a game when I do this, because it's fun for me to try and parse that information based on the song alone. But for this one, because it sounds just like a soundtrack piece, it doesn't sound like it has an in-universe a function. It really doesn't. Like, I feel like it's something that, while being in universe, might be something that is largely just kind of inconsequential, or it is extremely consequential. It's got to be one of the two. It can't be just a nothing piece. It's either it's there and it's accessible and you can listen to it a bunch maybe, or it happens once to prove a point, to make a plot relevant, and then it leaves. And then you never hear it again, maybe until the credits. This is a very hard call for me. Musically, if I'm just talking about it as a tango and talking about it like when we get to the musical perspective of it, it's a beautiful song, but it's also a very bog standard tango. There's not really anything I would classify as super unique about it. This is a very classic sound, and it's a very classic sounding song. If they were going for just a tango, if they were just gonna write a tango for this game, this would be it. This is the most standard tango you could write. I'm sure the lyrics probably have something to do with it. I do not speak the language. I feel like it was Russian, maybe, but you know, like, I don't know what the references would be, what the plot relevance for that might be. It might be something plot relevant. It might not be. I don't know. This is one of those rare songs that really has me stumped, because I don't know whether to take it as a serious part of the story and try to glean some use and knowledge off of it as such, some context from it, or it's just a song and it was just written to be there. And that's it. It's a tango, and it has no plot relevance whatsoever. I want to lean towards plot relevance, but something in my gut is telling me no. Something in my, maybe it's just like the vague memories I have of the trailer, which feel a little bit more modern than a song like this would be playing in. That makes me feel like this is something more akin to a collectible or on a radio somewhere, and it's just kind of supposed to be there for atmosphere than anything else, and not necessarily the right atmosphere, something that's supposed to be purposefully a little bit different compared to the world that you're in and the situation you found yourself dealing with. So I think that's going to be my best guess here. I think that this song is just kind of there, and it's not necessarily plot relevant. It's just a song. It's around, and it doesn't really do anything. And at best, it's something you can find as like an Easter egg or something related to a character. This one was difficult, but mostly just because I can't really talk about the musicality of it when it is such a standard tango. That's not necessarily saying it's a bad song. They wrote a beautiful tango, but it's also a tango. It is one of the tangos of all time. You know, there's nothing unique inherently about it. Again, maybe the lyrics are, but I wouldn't know what the context there is anyway. So, beautiful song. I did my best. Sorry if this was kind of subpar for Para for requesting this and getting only what I was able to give out of it. But hopefully you all enjoyed this nonetheless. If you have another song you want me to get to that maybe I can actually glean some better context off of, I'll do my best. Leave in the comments below and I will do my best to get to those. Or if you want to guarantee something much like Para did and force me to listen to it and be confused for a good couple minutes, then you can always go to my Patreon or my YouTube memberships. There's a tier that will force me to listen to whatever you want from whatever you want. Good, bad, doesn't matter. That's why it's a guarantee. But if you don't want to do any of that, you just want to follow me and support me for more stuff coming in the future, you know how to do all that, and I will see all of you in the next video. Goodbye!